What's happening, everyone? My name is Phil with PrecisionLED.com, and today we have a 2010 Acura TSX we'll be installing LED interior lights on. Now, this installation is compatible with year models 2009 through 2014, and is compatible with both the TSX as well as the TSX A-Spec in Europe. Now, we're going to be using a PrecisionLED Premium 5730 style LED conversion kit available on PrecisionLED.com, and we'll be installing LEDs on our front map lights, the rear dome lights, vanity mirror lights, the courtesy door lights on each door, the trunk light, license plate light, as well as the backup reverse lights. Let's go ahead and get started. We're looking now at the front overhead map and dome lights. And as you can see, we've already converted one of these to LED here on this side. I'm going to show you how to do this on the driver's side. We have three tools we'll be using here throughout the installation. You have a crowbar shaped tool, serrated knife tool with a flat end on the back, and a pointed wedge tool. For this one, we're going to use the crowbar shaped tool. You're going to come in from the side closest to the rest of the interior panel and just pry out. And that allows you to remove the clear lens. Now, the bulb is just a little bit hot, so I am going to use a rubber glove just to remove this bulb here. That one comes out, you just pull it out. We're replacing it with one of our premium 5730 style LEDs. Now, this is non-polarity specific, so that means you can plug it in this way and it should work, or you can turn it the other way and it'll still work. This is also one of our shorter short base T10s, so it fits pretty well in this housing without issue. Longer style bulbs actually run into the end of the lens cap, and then you can't actually actuate the button very well. So when this goes back on, there's some tabs that line it up here. You want to make sure that they're kind of in place. You just kind of push, and that's all there is to it. We're looking now at the passenger side here of our vanity mirror lights. And as you can see, I've already got one side in with an LED, and the other side we're going to replace. This one's a little bit tricky. You could come in from the bottom here, but it takes a fair amount of effort. We're going to come in from the side here, find a small gap, push the tool all the way to the side, and you start twisting. And that releases the clip on the bottom and allows you to take out the lens cap, and that reveals the festoon type bulb sitting there. Now, since this one's on, I don't want to touch it and burn myself. Again, I'm going to use the glove, but I'm going to use the pointed wedge here at the bottom just to push up and release the bulb. Now I can grab it and remove it. Now, for the vanity mirror lights, they don't actually manufacture a 5730 style premium, so we have these high power 5050s here instead. And these ones are polarity specific, so you want to test it to make sure it works. So obviously one orientation does work, and another orientation, actually this one seems to work fine on both. Get that one pushed into place. You want to make sure the LEDs are pointed straight forward, and that means you get the best light output. And then this lens cap goes back on top first, and then you push down until you click it in place in the bottom. And that's set. We're looking now at the rear overhead dome light. We're going to be using the flat end of our serrated knife tool here. Coming from the back side here, farthest away from the switch. Make some space in between the lens and the cover, and you're going to pull down. And that should pop the lens out. Now you can just run the tool across and everything comes out. This is a festoon type bulb, and this one's going to be a little bit hot since we left it on. So we're going to use just one of the pointed ends of our tool here to pry out the bulb, and I'm just going to let this one fall down. We're now going to replace with one of our premium LEDs, and you want to make sure the orientation of this bulb is such that the LED boards are facing down. You can test to make sure that works. before reinstalling the lens cap. Now you want to go switch side first, and then just push it in at the two corner spaces or pieces and lock them in place. That's it. We're looking now at the courtesy door light here on the driver's side, and we're going to be using a combination. You can use either the pointed end here of our serrated knife tool or the pointed end of our pointed wedge tool. Now, there are two indentations here at the bottom that you'll be using to help pry out. You have to go in from the bottom, can't go in from the top. So, what you do is, there's an indentation here, you force the tool in. There we go. See how one side is out? And that helps to remove the lens cover here in this orientation. So, this bulb has been on and off for a while, so I'm just going to use some shop gloves here to help remove the bulb. You can use a wet cloth or a piece of tape to get this one out. And then we're going to be replacing it here with a premium LED. And this one's a really nice upgrade, makes it really clean at night. The lens cover, when you put it back on, the larger tabs here go in on the top first, and then you are forcing these sides in on the bottom. The process is the same for all four doors. We're looking now at our trunk light, and this is actually a really great upgrade just because this light doesn't give very much light output. We're going to use the pointed part right here of our serrated knife tool. You're going to come in from the side here and push inward and out, and that helps to release the lens cover, just like that. Now, to release power, you can use your thumb here, push down and pull out, and that removes the power connector, and that just lets the bulb cool down a bit. Just gonna pull the bulb out here since it's hot, and we're replacing it with one of our new LEDs. Plug that back in to test power. Works really well. We're going to put the power connector side in first, and then you push till it snaps into place. That's it. We're looking now at the license plate assembly here on the Acura. We'll go ahead and turn the lights on to show you that we've already done one side here on the driver's side. We'll show you how to access and replace here on the passenger side. We can go ahead and turn off the lights. Now, the important thing here is there is a guard, a plastic guard here that we have to remove first. For that, we're using our crowbar-shaped wedge tool. Gonna come in from the top here, insert, and start prying away. And there are tabs, or there are pins holding this in place all the way down. And once you have these off, this whole assembly slides off. See all these? We'll put this away for the time being. Now, in order to access this panel, there is a tab here that you can push on, and we're going to push this way with our thumb to release, and then pull out, and that helps release the license plate assembly. You can pull that one down. You're then going to use your thumb and pointer finger to push down on the gray portions of the sides, and that allows you to release the clear plastic lens cover. And that just leaves access to the license plate bulb. Just gonna go ahead and grab the old halogen bulb, pull it out, and replace it with our new LED. And this one is not polarity specific, so you can put it in either way, it should still work. We'll put that one in for now. Let's go ahead and test the lights to see if this one works. Works fine. So now we can put this cover back on. This cover has an indentation right here in the middle, letting you know which orientation it has to be. I'm gonna pull this one up. That one locks in place. Now, the reinstall of this assembly is opposite of the uninstall. When you uninstall it, you push this way and pull it out. The install method is you clip this side in first and then you push this side down. So we're locked in on this side, we're gonna push, and that locks in place. Now that we have both sides taken care of, we can put this piece back on. Now there's a slight trick to this. You wanna bow out the middle and get the sides in place first, like this. And that's to make sure that the corner pieces here line up against the edge of the vehicle first, and then the center pieces can go in. If you start in the middle, you'll catch the corners here and it'll be pretty difficult to finish up. So now, we can just go down the sides. And that's all set. We can go ahead and turn the lights on one more time. And we're all set. We're looking now at the passenger side here of our backup reverse light, which is on the outside. We are going to remove just one of the clips here, holding the interior trim for the trunk liner. And then we're gonna pull this back to access the backup reverse light here. This is a 2-part push pin here, and you're gonna use this tool to separate the two and then pull it down. Now, what I did here was I inserted the tool here in the indentation and twisted to unlock it, and then I brought the tool in between here like this to grab it and pull it down. All right. Now we can just pull this back, and right here you have access to the back of the reverse light. I'm going to turn counterclockwise and pull this one out. That one comes out pretty easily. We have our new LED bulb that goes directly in place. All right, and now we can go ahead and test those backup reverse lights. So we'll go ahead and see what those look like. There we go, that looks good. We can go ahead and insert that one back in. Line it up and turn it clockwise to lock it in place. Alright, now that one's in, we're going to push this pin back in. Now the pin has to be separated here. Put that one in first, and then push it down to lock it in. And that's it.
And that's the end of the installation. If you have any questions or concerns, please email us at help@precisionled.com, or you can reach us online and submit a support ticket at www.precisionled.com/contact. Please like or subscribe if you enjoyed the video or enjoyed the process for what we do. It really does help us out when we make the next one, knowing that there's people out there watching the videos. Have a good one.